This is Mano here on Daily Diaries. You see, the time is actually let me see, it's 1 a.m. and I'm doing this video just for you to understand this very thing I'm talking about. It's very critical. Now, I was going to town to check up on some things. That's why I came home very late. But on my way coming back, I met a young man and a lady by the roadside arguing. You know, I had just alighted, so I was very curious, very curious to understand why both of them were just arguing by the roadside. Now, I just had to find a spot and stand. I heard things. I heard things. So basically, I got to figure this out. I got to understand that they both are in a relationship, right? Now, the girl was basically saying she's tired of the relationship. She can't do this anymore. And the guy is selfish. The guy thinks about himself all alone. He doesn't care about her and all that. All this while the girl was talking, the guy was very quiet, just listening to her. And the only thing he kept saying was, "Oh, please, let's make things work. Let's work things out. I'm very sorry. Things are going to change. Things are going to be better. I'm going to work on myself. I'll make sure things." I was just listening to them. So I was just trying to understand what actually has this guy done that is making the lady say that he's being selfish. Now, that got my attention. I was very curious. I was very curious. So I stood there for a while. Yes, of course, to have a fair idea of what's going on. I don't want to be biased. I don't want to. But before I go on to the story, this is one thing I want to make clear. I want everybody listening, everybody seeing this video to understand that you need to know and understand your place in any relationship you find yourself. You are not in a relationship to please the man or please the woman. You are in a relationship for both of you to build yourselves together. Financially, morally, emotionally, physically, you are both there to complement each other, build something for the future. Now, if you are not able to define or know your place in that relationship, two things. One, being manipulated, or you end up brokenhearted. This is one critical thing I see that people of today do not know how to do. Falling in love with someone does not mean that you are supposed to do anything just to see them happy. No, that is not what is meant to be called love. Now, you love someone, that basically means that you are both coming together, work yourselves together, make sure that you complement each other, the good way, the bad way. You work on yourself, and if you see that, we all have lapses. You see that those little lapses you find in each other, you can both work with. That is where you find companionship in someone. Now, you are in a relationship and your worth is not seen, and you are trying to prove a point to the woman or to the man. It's pointless, because in the long run it is going to end up that you defined your value. Your value was not seen by whoever is supposed to see it. Rather, you were trying to define your value to the person, and that is the error we make in this time. Now, going back to the story. So I listened to them for a while. Then the girl angrily left the guy. I could see the pain. I could see the pain all over. It was just written on his face. He was really pained. So I got close to him and then I asked him a few questions. He really hesitated. He really hesitated to talk. But I had to, encourage him to be strong and all that. And apparently he was also going my way. So I walked him down to where he was going. And I asked him a few questions. And now, after asking him these few questions, what I deduced was that he wasn't doing anything extreme. I'm not saying what I heard from him is the right thing or what I heard from him was actually the whole thing, because I didn't hear from the lady. But from what I heard from him, I could make something out of that. Now, basically what he kept doing was that Anytime he sees the lady doing something wrong, he tries to put the lady in order. Now, the lady also, at the other hand, feels that the guy is trying to drive the relationship in his own way. But listen, this is one thing. As a man, as a woman, you know what you want. You do not have to settle for less. So if you meet that young man, that young lady, and you feel you don't like a path of him or her, and you can't deal with that, don't waste your time on him or her. If you feel there are things that he or she is doing and you can't deal with them, you better have to find your way out than be in a relationship and try to prove a point, try to make the person understand the need to fit in your space. That's an error. That's a big error that nobody wants to do, because in the long run, it will bounce back to you. It will bounce back to you and you really regret doing that. One thing you wouldn't want to do, and to end with that, one thing you wouldn't want to do is to force yourself on anybody. Let your worth, your value be seen by them. Do not force yourself on them. Otherwise, you will live to regret it.